Welcome everybody, Rorree here with Totally Rorree International. I want to first say welcome to the blueprint for manifesting on purpose. Okay? On purpose. The reason I put this course together is because I bump into people all the time who want to manifest, and they want to manifest on purpose. They want to ask for what it is that they desire, and then they want to receive what it is that they desire. You know, too often we might put a prayer out there, or we may write down a goal or a vision, and then we get something, but it's not quite what we thought we were going to get. You know, sometimes you might set your intention for what it is you plan on having for your new year or whatever, and then the next thing you know, your new year didn't look at all like what you thought it was going to look like. So with this program that we are providing you with right now, we want to train you on how to develop some innate skills, how to develop your intuition, how to develop your ability to hear clearly. You know, we want to teach you different tools. Some of them are ancient tools that can really assist you in the area of manifesting. Manifesting is so important to most people, you know, being able to have what it is that you desire. I feel that we were born to live a happy life. We were born to live the life that we desire. And if we're not doing that, if we're stuck for some reason, then maybe something needs to shift. So I put this course together because as I have been on my journey as a coach, as a healer, as a spiritual teacher, as an inspirational teacher, as a motivator, as a trainer, as I have been on my journey, I have found that I have needed assistance. You know, I have needed different people. I feel like I have an entourage who helps me so that I can continue to move forward. And most people don't have that. You know, I've had coaches. I have spent so much money just having help while on my journey. So people may not have the entourage, they might not have the money to spend on the help that they desire and require, or they might not even know what help that they need, you know? So we have put some things together to assist people so that they would know exactly what they need. So they would know why they're blocked. Why am I stuck here, you know? And I know even on my journey, I spent thousands and thousands of dollars taking coaching courses, taking how-to courses. How do you develop this? How do you develop that? How do you put this together? How do you put that together? And, you know, even after spending $2,000 here, $2,000 there, $2,000 here, $2,000 there, even after spending all this money on all these courses, spending, you know, I've had coaches where I buy $2,000 packages so that I can talk to my coach 4 times, you know. And so I have done this over the years, but I would still find myself stuck. And I've been like, why am I still here if I know where I want to go, but what is the problem? Why am I blocked? What is going on? And that's when I realized that sometimes what is going on is not that you need the knowledge. It's not the knowledge that's holding you back. Sometimes it's energy that's holding you back. Something within you that's holding you back, you know? And that's what I recognized in myself, that I really needed to work on this being right here and release whatever it was that was in my way of having the success that I desired, whether it was a fear of this or fear of that, or whether it was the fact that I didn't keep my priorities straight. You know, I allowed everything else to be the priority versus what it was that I desired. I know a lot of people are guilty of that. I work with so many people these days that have done the same things that I have done. Everybody else is more important than me, you know. I initially, when I started on my journey, I left a job. I left employment and went cold turkey, full steam ahead. You know, I burnt the bridge. I didn't go back to a job, and I just went full steam ahead in the business world. And it was difficult, but it was doable. You know, I cannot say it was easy by any sense of the word. I needed a lot of support along the way. And it was difficult. My second time getting back out there, I had a job, and then, I was transitioning from a job. So that was a little bit more difficult to transition from a job. So I'm here. This program is here to assist you. I also have a private Facebook group. It's a private closed group called the Totally Rorree private community, where I assist people on discovering their blocks, releasing their blocks, just figuring out what is going on, helping them to figure out what is the purpose. Should I be doing this thing? Is this the thing that I should be doing? And we do a lot of that in the group, and so we can really help people to get clear on what it is that they desire and where it is that they want to go. Too often we know what we don't want to do, but we might not know exactly what we do want to do. We might know who we do want in our lives. Some people are searching for a mate, and we might know we want this and we want that, and I don't like this and I don't like that, but then we don't know how to attract that person. I know what I like, but where's he at? Where is my mate? So in this course, you will learn so many things. You will learn the tools that will help you to manifest what it is that you desire in your life, and how to manifest that on purpose. Okay? I'll be helping you to release all of the clutter, release all of the other people's stuff that has impacted your space since you were in the womb. You've been collecting other people's junk since you were in the womb. So we're going to be getting into that. There's a lot that goes into this course. There's a lot of education. There are a lot of tools that you'll learn. I give you some things that you can take home with you, some little freebies, some downloads, different things that are really going to assist you in having the success that you desire. And then on the last day, we're going to do some exercises where I teach you how to manifest money. I teach you how to manifest your mate. Well, we'll be getting into that. I'll tell you the whole agenda for the program soon. So definitely, I want to say welcome, 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 and stay tuned. Hey everybody, again, welcome to the Blueprint for Manifesting on Purpose. Right now, I want to go over what you're going to receive with this amazing program that we're giving to you over the next few days. First of all, you're going to get tools that will transform your life, and they're also going to improve your intuition, that God-given ability that you do have. We're going to teach you different ways to heighten your intuitive ability. So that's one powerful thing that you will receive from this course. You also know how to release what's not serving your highest good. So those things that are with you and they're kind of blocking you from being where you want to be, I'm going to teach you exactly how to release those things from your life, and I will assist you in releasing them as well throughout this program. You'll learn ways to use ancient tools and ancient practices to manifest love, to manifest creativity, and money. We're going to focus on those things for this course. You'll also learn about chakras, the science behind chakras, what chakras are all about, what those energy centers are all about, and you'll also learn how to heal them, and you will be guided through a healing of your chakras. So that's going to be a wonderful thing as well. So eventually you'll know how to do that on your own. You'll also be introduced to our proprietary formula called Performance Enhancing Meditation, and that will help you to clear up any blocks that you might have and how to manifest. It'll teach you how to manifest what you desire in this life and how to do that on purpose. On our last day, well, every day you can ask me questions, but on our last day, we're going to be opening it up specifically for question and answer after the training. And you'll be able to ask me whatever questions that you might have. You'll be able to get intuitive guidance and get healing work done. So a lot will be happening on that last day of our course. But throughout the whole course, definitely ask me questions. You can definitely post in the chat boxes, and I will be looking at them. I will be responding to them. I might not respond while everything is going on because I'm not that good yet to be, talking and responding and all of this at the same time. But definitely just write your questions down in the chat box, and I will do my best to answer all of them. And if there is guidance needed or healing needed, I will definitely communicate with you what's going on and where we are. Also, you're going to receive a road opening healing for love and for money throughout this course. So definitely stick with us all the way through the end. Of course, I'm going to have bonuses for you. And then at the end, I will definitely be sharing with you an amazing program that I have called Just Ask Rorree, where I will walk with you like no one was able to walk with me on your journey. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy the course, and see you on the other side. Hey everybody, welcome back. Right now I want to talk to you about energy psychology. So let me start by explaining exactly what in the world energy psychology is. So here's the science. So this is going to be a little bit heady, okay? Energy psychology is a mind-body approach to understanding and improving human functioning. And we use this in our practices. It focuses on the relationships between bioenergy systems, neuro and electrophysiological processes. It also focuses on mental functioning involving thoughts, emotions, sensations, and behaviors. These systems and processes, they exist and they interact with the individual and between people. They're also influenced by cultural and environmental factors as well. Energy psychology applications incorporate into the treatment process natural energetic components that include but aren't limited to meridians, chakras, biofields, and bioelectrical and electromagnetic activity of the body and the nervous system and the heart. Energy psychology approaches are often exceedingly rapid, so they happen quickly and they have little to no adverse effect. And usually they're experienced as self-empowering, and the client and the patient, or the client or the patient, they feel like it's easily amenable to self-help protocols. So we can really use this. It really works with everything that we're doing. In the clinical world, energy psychology models have been beneficially applied to assessments and treatments of trauma, anxiety, depression, pain, stress, psychological issues, self-sabotage. A lot of people suffer from self-sabotaging behavior. And a broad spectrum of different healthcare related situations. People use energy psychology to help themselves with all of these type of situations. Hey everybody, right now I want to introduce you to a young lady named Mia. She's going to tell you a little bit about her experience while working with me, and her experience is going to show you how energy psychology combined with the spiritual healing work and the other healing work that I do, how it can create massive results and very, very quick results. So let me give you a little backstory. My daughter, actually, you will probably be hearing from her as well, but my daughter, she fell. She's a cheerleader, and she was doing some back tumbling, and she fell. She went up really high. She was an excellent tumbler, and when she was doing her back tuck, she went up really, really high and came down, very hard. I'll let her tell tell the story, but it scared her a lot. And unfortunately, I didn't find out that this had happened and that it had such an impact on her for like a month. And by the time I found out, she went from being one of the top tumblers on the team to standing there panicking, crying, getting fussed at because she refused to even move. So it was a very, I guess, traumatic experience for her. And she got to a place where she was scared to death to tumble. So it was a mess, because that whole season, like competition season, instead of her doing tumble passes, she would just run around the I don't know what you call it, the space while everyone else was tumbling. She just like kind of did a lap. And I was like, oh my God, I done paid all this money to watch my child run a lap, okay? But, you know, now this happened about 2.5 years ago. And since then, I had her in private sessions. And I mean, the private sessions would cost $60. And it would be $60 for an hour. I think it was an hour, and after the hour she still didn't do anything. And so this went on, and then I found other coaches. Well, I found one particular coach, and she had a good impact on Tirza, and she started to have some good results, and I was like, yay! And then then when it came time for tryouts, the day before tryouts, her coach said, well, I'm not available at this time, you could go see this guy. And so we go to see this other coach that she recommended, and his style was kind of perfectionist like. So while she was doing her skill the day before tryouts, he's trying to perfect her skill, and okay, well, no, you need to do it like this and da 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 da. All that said, she went into a panic and froze again. So I'm like, oh my God, the day before tryouts, and she's frozen in fear. So Coach Danielle met me at the gym at like 10 o'clock at night and tried, and it was like, oh well. So the next day were tryouts, and it was what it was. So I just was like, whatever. But, you know, and this has been going on for years. So I went to a program, and I learned a modality that is part of energy psychology. And I was like, I think my daughter would benefit from this. I think this will work for her. And so I went to a little workshop on it. I started telling her a little bit about it. And then I found a certification course on it so that I could use it in my practice. So, and it was for therapists and counselors, so, you know, it was right up my alley. So I got my certification in the modality, and I started to teach it to my daughter, and I started doing it with my daughter. So I did it the first day, and honestly, I really didn't know how to do it with a child. So it didn't feel like it was going well. But the wonderful thing about it, this particular practice, whether you're doing it perfectly or not, just doing it helps to make an impression on your brain. It's kind of, and there are clinical studies that show that this works, and that it has lasting permanent results, and it actually transitions the brain. So it is amazing. So we did it that one day, and she had practice the next day. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I was so frustrated in it that I had to use the technique on myself. So anyway, so the next day she had practice, and she comes out, she was like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And she was so excited. She said, I did it, and I had a light spot. Like, he put his finger like this. Like, you just put up one finger. And she was so excited. So I'm telling all the cheer moms what we're experiencing, because they already knew the story, right? Because this thing has dragged on for 2.5 years. So, and I mean, I'm going to tell you, we have been to hypnotherapists, regular therapists. I have tried Reiki. I've tried regular energy healing. I don't know. I think I tried everything. Prayers, everything. And everything was temporary. And then I realized, you know what? This is PTSD. this is why she keeps getting better and then going right back. But anyway, it's a long story. I'll tell more of her story when she tells her story. But in talking to the cheer moms, there is another cheer mom there, and she is a therapist as well. She's a psychiatrist, and she too had been trying so many things with her daughter, and there's so many parents all dealing with the same thing with their children. So I was sharing how I believe it's PTSD, and that's why just having a private session or private sessions wasn't working. The kids would get better and then they go right backwards all the way to zero again. So I worked with her daughter. Her daughter is Nia. So that's whose clip you're going to see right now. Nia and I worked together one day. It was a Sunday after practice. So we worked together one day for about 30 to 45 minutes, and we did the work. While we were doing the work, I noticed that there were some blocks, so I did some healing work while Tirza actually worked with her. And I did the healing work, and then we kept on. I gave her instruction to do at home and everything, and then she was to have a private on Wednesday. So this was Sunday. Wednesday she was to have a private. So her mother mentioned that she saw a difference immediately in her confidence level, and she did do her talk, but with a spot the first day, and then within 1 week, I'm gonna let you see what she did. Here we go.
My name is Nia Lewis, and Miss Rorree helped me get over the fear of throwing my tuck. And I was afraid of it because I was afraid that a coach wouldn't spot me or I would fall in midair. But Miss Rorree showed me some taps that could, if you tap in a certain spot, it helped you feel better and get over anxiousness. And she showed me the taps, and I did it every day before practice, and it helped me throw my back tuck.
How long did it take from when she showed you the taps to when you finally were able to throw your tuck?
Maybe less than a week, or maybe 1 week.
About 1 week. So who are you going to thank?
Miss Rorree.
All right.
This field has over 60 research methods that have taken place, lots of research that confirm that energy psychology works. I mean, they have brain scans to show that what I will be teaching you actually works. In the coaching and performance world, energy psychology models have been beneficially applied in many areas of performance enhancement, including sports, education, business, lifestyle issues, weight issues, management programs, relationships, or relationship issues, and finance. So we use this all over, in all of our practices. Performance enhancing meditation, it is energy psychology, and it's combined with other ancient spiritual practices that we have designed to help you heal, to help you create, and to help you manifest in miraculous ways. So I hope that you enjoy what it is that we're going to be teaching you. All right? Peace, and I'll see you in the next one. Right now, I want to talk to you about performance enhancing meditation, the system, the performance enhancing meditation system. What this is a combination of tools and techniques designed to help you strengthen your mind, your body, your soul, and your spiritual connection, to empower you to create the life that you were born to be living right now. Over the past 17 to 20 years, I've mastered more healing modalities and spiritual tools than I could really even name, honestly. And some tools have just been imparted to me, so I couldn't even tell you what they're called, some of the things that I use in my practice. But prior to that, I used my gifts without even knowing that I was born with them. It wasn't until some years ago that I realized that I had these gifts when I was a little child, after realizing that some of the things that I thought happened on this physical plane did not. But anyway, I have taught the PEM method and used it in my practice for over 17 years now. And people, they would always ask me, well, what is this that you're doing? Like, what do you call this? And I would always say, well, it's a healing. That's what I'm calling it, a healing. I mean, when you go to John of God, I've been to see him. I've seen Alma, Max the Healer in Brazil, the late Dr. Sabi, Grandmaster Chokak Sui, and all these other people. I mean, you get a healing. You know, God sends healing through these human vessels. So I would just say, well, you just got a healing, you know. To me, healing work is expansive and it grows as the gifts are imparted unto the vessel. Sometimes a name, like just to name something, to me that can kind of pigeonhole the expansiveness, and it might limit the perceptions that you might have of the gift when you give it a name. So to me, I really couldn't have cared less. It just was a healing for me. However, what I've done is taken the basic tools and principles and spiritual practices, and I have placed them in a certification course, which is the Performance Enhancing Meditation System. Now, right now, the system is in beta, and what we're doing for, you know, a small group of people is we're giving it to you. We're giving you the Performance Enhancing Meditation Method, the system, the certification course. We are going to give that to you. Now, this is a year-long course. There is a lot to learn and master, and you will master how to transform, how to transform your life and how to really create on purpose. And you will learn how to use this in your practice as well once you learn how to use it on yourself. So we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in the last class. That'll be one of the things that I will be giving to you guys, the opportunity to work with me for a year. And that will be a free program for you. So stay tuned. But that was a little bit about what performance enhancing meditation is all about. Hi, everybody. I want to introduce you to a young lady named Nikki, who's going to share with you an experience that she had when working with me. And this experience is about pain in her knee. I forget what she did to that knee. But whatever she did, it was kind of serious. So we did some work, and I'm going to let her tell you the story. So take a listen.
The one that I think speaks to the power of your abilities most easily is the issue of a knee issue with me. Some years ago, my two daughters had gotten a little Bashan freeze that, for the love of God, I could not housebreak. And for an extended period of time, they went to go visit their dad for a few weeks. And I'm here to take care of this dog. And so I went to go take him outside to try to get him to go to the bathroom. And he goes running out the door. Well, I've got these loose sandals on, and I go to try and chase him and trip and fall down my brick stairs in my front, out in front of my house. And I sprained both knees and my left ankle. I literally could not put any weight on it. Fortunately, I had my cell phone on me. Actually, no, I didn't. I had to physically drag my body up the stairs, up the walkway, up the stairs, back into the house, down the stairs to get to my cell phone and call my kid's dad and said, "Oh my God, I fell. I've fallen and I can't get up." And, I'm laying there in the bed. I'm wretched in pain. He comes over and he's like, "Did you go to the hospital?" And I was like, "I didn't even think of that." And he's like, "You need to go to the hospital." So, of course, they get me to the hospital. And sure enough, I'm in an immobilizer and on both knees, a brace on the left knee, and crutches. And so this was like my new accessory outfit for the next 3 weeks. Now, at the time, you weren't living back in Maryland. I think you were still in Texas. And it just so happened that you were visiting your mom's house in about 3 weeks. And I had, been going around with the crutches, and it's like things didn't just seem like they were getting any better. And it was so bad that I had gone back to the emergency room about 2 or 3 days before you came to visit to have them check it, because I was like, it's still so sore. I can't put any weight hardly on, my knees and on my ankle, especially the left one. Did it break? Because, it just seemed to me like after 3 weeks, I should have been able to put more weight on it after that. And they were like, no, you just really messed up your ankle. You should just let the dog go. And you didn't really like him anyway. So, so you came by to visit your mom, and I was like, okay, well, let me hobble on over to see how you're doing and everything. And while I'm over there, and you're like, oh my God, this is not cute. What happened? And I tell you my story. I think you laughed then too, but that's okay. It's a funny story. But I'm sitting at your kitchen table, and you said, well, would you like me to work on your knee? And, I'm kind of like, sure. Well, whatever that means, go do your thing. And so I put my left knee up, my right knee up, leg up, and you did your work there. And then I put my left leg up, which is the one with the bad ankle and the knee. And I remember you're doing it, and you're like, wow, can you feel that? It feels like a construction zone. And I'm like, I feel nothing. I'm running my mouth to your mom, but, you keep doing it. It's all good. So I'm enjoying the conversation and everything. And we, communicate, have fun, reconnect and everything. And then I get back on my pair of crutches, and I hobble home. Well, the next day, I was able to stand up on my right leg without any pain whatsoever. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like 2 or 3 days ago, I was literally just back at the emergency room because I was struggling putting weight really on either leg. But, I could only put a little bit of weight on the right leg, no weight at all on the left leg. And it was after 3 weeks. Like, my underarms were getting pained. I actually wanted to do some mini work there. Because, with crutches, you bearing on that weight underneath your arm, it hurts. But I was surprised. I'm like, wait a minute, the next day, I can actually put weight on my right leg. Hold up now. And sure enough, by the end of that day, I was able to let go of using the cane on the right-hand side, just kind of hobble around a bit with the left one, because it was starting to get a little bit better with the left leg too. By the day after that, I still had both canes that day, but the day after that, I was able to let go of the cane on the right hand and just kind of walk limping on my left leg. And then by the third day, I didn't need the cane at all. And by the fourth day, the immobilizers and the braces that I had on the left leg were gone. And I was like, now this is a trip. For 3 weeks, I've been in pain and can't move, and, pain in my legs and pain in my underarms with the crutches and so forth. So much so that I go back to the doctors, because I'm thinking my legs are actually broken, or I got a fracture, what is it, one of those minute fractures or something in my ankle. It has to be, because it was so painful, and it just, they're giving me, I don't know, whatever those ridiculous pain medicines that they give. I think Vicodin or something like that. I mean, nothing was working. And I was like, here Rorree comes, and, she does, I lovingly call it her magic mojo. Here she does her magic mojo on my leg, and within a few days, not only is it to the point where I can bear weight on it, so it feels like it's getting better, I'm actually able to let go of the crutches and walk with no problem. So, after that, it was kind of unfortunate for Rorree, because I was like, Rorree, I got a pain. I need some magic mojo. Help me, please. But no, it's been tremendous, and I tell people that story, and I was like, look, I can't tell you what she does. All I know is that whatever is working with her, she's really the only person I have experienced that whatever it is she's doing, it works. And and I am into metaphysics I've actually gotten into it through you and learned more about it, and it really is the energy healing and so forth has really opened me up, and I've become more sensitive and aware to it. But even as I've gone to different people for healing and understanding and things of that nature, you really are the only person where I get these really intense, really deep, and almost immediate results with. With other folks, I might get something, but it may take a minute, or I kind of have to look for the healing. With you, it's always so immediate, and it never gets old. I'm never stopping. I never get unamazed by, wow, what did she do? It's just incredible.
Right now, we're going to get into some of the benefits of the performance enhancing meditation system. Let's start with meditation. There are many different forms of meditation out there. You can meditate in silence with no thought. You can meditate with music, guided visualization. You can meditate by chanting a mantra or a tone, using breath techniques, using visualization, brain sync technology, by focusing on words, scriptures, or affirmation. And I'm sure that there are ways that I haven't mentioned, but there are many different ways to meditate, and there are some significant benefits from meditation. I'm going to share with you a few goodies that we use in the performance enhancing meditation workshop. What you're going to get. You'll get some guided visualization, transformational breath techniques, and some knowledge of chanting, and a few other little snippets. So we're going to give you a little bit of the PEM program within this free class that you're having with us right now. Here are some of the benefits of performance enhancing meditation method. Number one, you're going to, and I'm not even going to number them. I don't even know why I said number one, because it's about 50 benefits. Improving illnesses, especially psychosomatic ones. Overcoming emotional problems, elevating your mood, feeding your healthy cells, oxygenating your body, developing a more relaxed and positive view on life, developing a peaceful mind and a more clearly functioning mind, reducing cravings, improving your creativity and your inspiration, becoming better able to solve problems and to handle stress. You're going to be able to free yourself from addictions. There are protocols on that. You'll have a higher sense of yourself, increase your capacity for intimate contact with your loved ones. That will increase. You'll have less anxiety and less aggression, decrease in a mental illness. Definitely that. Relief in upper respiratory issues, increased productivity at your job, having more job satisfaction, improved relationships. If you have a business, more business or career satisfaction, improved athletic performance. You can lose weight, strengthen your immune system, develop more willpower, improve your memory and your recall, develop the latent power of the mind. You'll have deeper rest, a sense of peace, reduce blood pressure, more stable health, enhance your spiritual connection with Source. You will have more enlightenment, and you will have a union with the universal spirit. These are some benefits from the performance enhancing meditation method that I'm going to give you a little piece of. To sum it up, you'll receive peace of mind, peace of your body, and peace of your spirit, which will improve your ability to manifest what you desire on purpose. Hey everybody, I want you to listen to a young lady who is sharing an experience that she has had while working with me, and she actually has some gastrointestinal situations. And what else? So this will show you, this clip will show you how the energy psychology combined with the spiritual healing and the other healing modalities that I do, this will show you how you can experience peace in your mind, your body, and your spirit. Stay tuned.
Well, like you said, I've known you for a very long time, and one of the things that I have always said, even though you have done some healing work on me, the most profound thing that I have found in my experience with you is your gift to just heal
the overall being, not just my physical ailments like my stomach, because I have issues with my gastrointestinal tract, but the mind, my spirit. I know that there are a lot of times that I'm feeling weepy or crying or just not right, not balanced. It's not necessarily that I need some Prozac or some medicine, just maybe a drink. But I find that, sometimes when you share with your girlfriends, you feel cathartic. This is beyond that. This is beyond a catharticism. This is more of a spiritual enlightenment, a spiritual lift. I know, in particular, last week I was having some doubt about things going on in my life, and I sat down. We just had a very easy conversation. I know that the healing clinic won't be a lot of dialogue, but this in itself is healing for me, because just having the light dialogue with you, the exchange, and having you to do your healing work without even telling me that you were doing the healing work, to just hear where my fears were and my thoughts, and to kind of it's almost like, if you can envision having somebody inside your head holding your hand, like you're in a dream and you're just talking with a really good friend, and maybe you're walking holding her hand, or she's holding your hand, and just easy breezy, feeling like I can do this. That healing in my mind is very, very powerful. I would say that it has opened me up and allowed me to be receptive to physical healing, because if you are not open to receiving something, then it is difficult for that person, whether they have gifts or not, to convey their gifts to you. I will say physically, the physical thing that's profound for me is, again, my stomach. I've always had problems with my weight in my stomach, and mine is more, a lot of people have problems with when they get nervous or depressed, they overeat. Well, there are some of us that are extremely thin, and when we get depressed or worried or stressed, we can't eat. Our appetites are suspended. And you put me on your little table, and I don't know what you did, because usually when I'm with you, I feel very relaxed and very calm. And so I was very relaxed and very calm, and you did some. And I've had an appetite. I've had some stressful days, but I haven't felt like I couldn't eat. There were times prior to you doing your healing work where if I got stressed out, I could try to eat, but I would want to vomit or go to the bathroom. Not as in bulimic, but just literally can't get it in. Since you doing your work, I haven't really had that problem. My stomach has been antsy from time to time, but when it gets antsy, I usually call you and say help. And even if it's just a light work on you doing some candle work or some prayer work, it has definitely helped. I have not had those problems, and I felt very relieved. So I encourage anybody and everybody to, give it a try. I think it is healthy. It's far better, in my opinion, than a medical practice, and I think that because medicine is a practice, and anybody's practicing, they obviously don't know what they're doing. And this is more spirit and God-led, and for me, that's better. I don't have to take medicines, and my body doesn't have to be dependent on it. I know after you did your first session on me, you said, you're probably going to have to go to the bathroom. And I talked to you late that evening. You said, did you go to the bathroom? I ain't go yet, girl. The next morning, somebody would have thought I had a baby. So it all moved, and everything, whatever that was, that blockage or excess of junk, moved out, and it has been good. Hopefully it will continue to be that way, but I I encourage, as I said, everybody to try it. And I think each person, from what I have listened to, has a different experience, but the end result has always been positive from what I can gather.